Adjectives in the Norwegian language basically have three forms. The usual form, for example, dyr or stor. Then we have the form with t at the end. It is used for neutral words. Dyrt, stort. Then we have the form with e at the end. Dyre, store. It can be either plural or a part of the definite form of an adjective. Let me give you a few examples. We have en dyr bil, which means an expensive car. We have et dyrt hus, an unusual word. It means an expensive house. We can also say dyre bøker, which means expensive books. Here we use e at the end, dyre, to make plural form of the adjective. But please keep in mind that we also use the form with e for definite forms of the adjective. Definite forms of adjective consist of two integral parts. We have the article, den for masculine, feminine, de for neutral, and d for plural, plus the form of the adjective with e at the end. To say the expensive car, you would say den dyre bilen. To say the expensive house, you would say det dyre huset. This is the only confusing part, right? We need to use the article plus the form with e at the end, which is no longer plural, just the definite form, to make the definite form of the adjective. You should always use den, de, and d. It is the integral part of the definite form of the adjective, not the noun. To say the house, you say huset, but once you add adjective, you have to use de. De dyre huset. There are a few very important exceptions. First of all, you have to remember that after the names of the languages that end in sk, we do not let utter t. Ig at the end of adjectives we pronounce just as i, and there are a lot of them. For example, vanskelig, ferdig, viktig. To g we cannot add t form. Thus, we would have only two forms, not three. Billig for masculine, feminine, and neutral, and billige for plural. There are also a few other exceptions. The most important of them is liten. I will make a separate video on this adjective because it is the most unusual adjective in the Norwegian language. The most important thing to remember is that små is not a synonym of liten. It is the plural form of liten, which can be confusing for English speakers because little and small in English are synonyms.